Debbie's birthday show after party comedy set. From the Eileen Dover Studios. Well, the last hour of my 70th birthday literally starts while I'm on stage at the New Way Bar tonight for my 70th birthday party, Mardi Gras party, after show, after party. And Paul Pipitone, who runs the best comedy show in town, has always been kind to me and let me use the venue tonight to finish out my birthday in a nice way with all the people there. I brought cupcakes. We had a little party. I gave out little stuff to some of the comics, and I had a great time. So enjoy my comedy set.
When I first heard the name, I was like, oh, did they make a movie with the name Emily Rose?
The Exorcism of Emily Rose.
Oh, I still got to see that, but...
The Exorcism didn't work.
It didn't work. It didn't work. Like they do an exorcism and it's a ginger. Like the ginger cat. Hey everybody, your next comedian coming to the station. Oh my goodness, this is one of my favorites. You've formerly seen this next comedian on something like Star Trek. You know? Yeah. Mm-hmm. Right? It's a big deal. Everybody, put your hands together for the queen of the underground, Debbie David. Happy birthday!
Love you, Paul Pipitone. The Sicilian songbird of comedy. Pipitone means songbird. And it's Pipitone, not Pipitone. Everybody says Pipitone. But Tony is my husband. Yeah, Tony. All his friends call him Tony. But I call him Anthony because that way I can be Cleopatra. Anthony. Anyway, it's my 70th birthday today. 70. Yeah, that's right. And I have cupcakes here that I stayed up late night. I got the old mix master out. They're homemade. I got napkins here. Come up and get them. I always do show and tell here a lot. Yeah, all right. And now, I'm calling you, sweetheart. And you're right. You can't make a living at industrials out of Detroit. They did a lot of car commercials here. They still do. And they used to have a Screen Actors Guild office here. Used to go to their soirees, but they shut down at Detroit Screen Actors Guild. I still have my Screen Actors Guild card right over there in my purse. It's valid. It's active. Yeah. Doesn't expire till May. I'll come up with some more dues. Anyway, I'm Debbie David, Queen of the Underground, like Paul told you. That's from a song by the B-52s about me and my underground club in L.A. called the Acapella Playhouse. It was a legitimate theater, but on the weekends it became Dragopolis. Yeah, and so I became Queen of the Underground. And on my phone I got pictures of me and RuPaul and all the club pictures. But if Star Trek, if you're a Star Trek fan, or your parents, because it's 25 years ago, I'm Ensign Russell on Star Trek The Next Generation, like all the seasons. And then I become Lieutenant Russell on DS9 and Voyager, and 2 of the Star Trek movies. I'm lucky to get to be a named character. I told that story. You know, this is my 3rd show, my comedy set tonight. I had a whole, this is my flyers for my party, and it says, Hazel Perk. I did a show at Hazel Perk. First, I did it at my old folks' home. I live in an old folks' home where I take care of my husband, Anthony. Yeah, he's a retired Wayne County worker, and he had some recent troubles. But I told him, I said, you're retired, yeah, but you have a new job. Stay alive, collect that pension, all right? And then I have the second flyer, because it's Mardi Gras. Mardi Gras tomorrow, right? Wow! So at midnight, in a few hours or so, it'll be Mardi Gras. So I've done this 3 shows today. It's my birthday. I'm 70 today. And then at midnight, it's Mardi Gras, so I party all day. and get over everything. And then I crawl to church on Wednesday morning to get the ashes on my head. And then Lent starts, and I give up everything I did on Monday and Tuesday. So that's the way it works. And I am a Christian, and I respect any human being's path to enlightenment or to their choice to not have a path to enlightenment. I respect all that, but I was raised Methodist, and I was a Methodist church. Now, let's get the pronoun thing out of the way. I am transgender. Maybe you've heard I've been in the news lately. They're trying to restrict us. They've taken away our health care, but I don't want to get into that. That's no comedy there. But anyway, I prefer she and her pronouns. I prefer she and her pronouns. But I prefer her, she, chocolate. So if you're going to buy me chocolate, please buy me her, she, chocolate. And if you're going to buy me perfume, which I would really like, any guy out getting any tingles over me out there, I like Chanel number 5. I only wear Chanel number 5. That's because of Elizabeth Taylor. It's a long story. But I like to wear Chanel number 5. And it's because I like to smell like Nicole Kidman's ass. And the way that works is my natural smell plus plus Chanel number 5 equals Nicole Kidman's ass. It's just a scientific formula that works for me. And I'm sure Keith Urban likes the smell of Nicole Kidman's ass. So, and I like Keith Urban too. He's a handsome, quite talented. I keep looking back here for the thing. Anyway, I did a whole big show today at Old Folks Home. And the Old Folks Home, speaking of perfumes, I like perfumes of different places I live. Like, Chanel reminds me of when I lived in New York and I traveled in Europe. And so I lived in Rome for a year too. So that's Chanel smell. And then I lived in LA for 30 years. And there's this perfume called Blue. And Timothy Chalamet's advertising for it now. And that reminds me of the ocean and LA and trees and everything. And then I've developed a perfume about my old folks' home where I'm living now. I call it Slight Incontinence. And it's normally you get some mornings when you look out the door. I don't know. I did this bit, here. Any Cure fans here? I did this whole music. I'm a musical maven, and jokes like, what you call a guy who's not gay, but he knows musical theater, gay, and like that, those kind of jokes. And I did this joke. I said, anybody, are there any Cure fans? Cure fans, right? And I said, and they go, yeah. And I said, well, I wrote a song, a musical about the Cure. And I used, it's a musical about Robinson Crusoe, right? And the name of the musical is Friday, I'm in Love. But nobody gets it because nobody knows Robinson Crusoe anymore. So I'm going to do this little bit. It's an old vaudeville act. And I did it at the show today. And I'm doing it to teach people what Robinson Crusoe is about. Over 1,000 years or maybe more, out on an island on a lonely shore, Robinson Crusoe landed one fine day. No rent to pay, no wife to obey. His good man Friday was his only friend. He didn't borrow or lend. They built a little hut, lived there till Friday, but Saturday night it was shut. Where did Robinson Crusoe go with Friday on Saturday night? Every Saturday night they would start in Rome, and on Sunday morning they come staggering home. They went hunting for rabbits when the weather got colder, but Crusoe came home with a hair on his shoulder. So where did Robinson Crusoe go with Friday on Saturday night? Robinson Crusoe was a good old scout. Robinson Crusoe knew his way about. He wanted a little chicken now and then. He knew when he needed a hen. He told Friday, you must stay at home. I have to go out alone. Friday felt very blue. He said, that's wrong of you. Couldn't you fix it for two? Oh, where did Robinson Crusoe go with Friday on Saturday night? One fine Saturday night, they had nothing to do, so they started counting all the girlies they knew. Friday counted to 13, and Crusoe said, brother, 13's unlucky. Let's go find another. So where did Robinson Crusoe go with Friday on Saturday night? Where did Robinson Crusoe go with Friday on Saturday night? Every Saturday night they would start into Rome, and on Sunday morning they'd come staggering home. On this island live wild men and cannibal cribbing, but where there's wild men, there should be wild women. But where did Robinson Crusoe go with Friday on Saturday night? Thank you all. Thank you for being here. There's more cupcakes. And Paul, thank you for all the times that I've died on the stage and you tried to cover me in my accent. Thank you.
Keep it going for Duppy, David, Queen of the Underground, everybody, yeah. And anybody who's looking for a cupcake, go ahead, have a cupcake, celebrate a birthday.
Well, I don't see how I could have had a better 70th birthday by doing the 3 shows I did. I'd like to thank Christine Hensel for helping me record the morning show that we did for 50 people. And then I'd like to thank Tim Zazzo for Hazel Perk Cafe and all his help there. And of course, Paul Pipitone, who runs the best comedy show in Ferndale. So thank you all, and thank all my friends who came by and watched the show. It's been a great experience, and thank you very much. Please subscribe to this channel.